All right. We've been getting, I would say, corroborated, overwhelming evidence that Donald Trump is making a significant impact on the African American male voter. And this is a constituency that has been very hard to break away from the same old Democratic Party. But overwhelmingly, it seems people are coming out of the closet and saying, hey, look, I may not love the guy, but I'm voting for the guy. And I'm going to work with the guy. And the guy's got something going for him, okay? Now, one of the first to come out of the closet was Ice Cube when it was found out that he contacted both parties. And Trump said, we'll work with you. And they updated their website to reflect some of Ice Cube's deals. And the Biden folks said to him what they're saying about everything else. We'll talk to you about that after the election. Here's a little breakdown. And Ice Cube is taking a beating. You got Don Lemon. Don Lemon is threatening Ice Cube that he better watch his step. Okay? Ice Cube will probably give Don Lemon one slap, not even a right, a slap with his left. And Don Lemon will be out for the count. Okay, but anyway, I don't know if Ice Cube wants to be violent with Don Lemon, but if I were Don Lemon, I'd refrain from threatening Ice Cube. Let's take a look at what others think, including Bruce Lavelle, and why Ice Cube came out positively for Trump.
People like Ice Cube, the rapper, and others coming out in support of President Trump. Not necessarily his campaign. Ice Cube has made it very clear that he's not trying to be political. He just wants to actually do something for the black community, and he wants a voice, a seat at the table, if you will, and he wants to make a difference rather than just preaching to people what to think and how to vote. He wants to be part of that, and he's been criticized. He's still being hit on social media for working with the Trump administration on bettering the black community.
Yeah, Stephanie, here's another thing, too. I actually talked to a lot of these folks you're mentioning behind the scenes, respectfully. And, with the cancel culture out there, it's very harsh sometimes for especially a well-known person, actor or what have you, that come out because they know what type of cancel culture is out there. However, the component here is, in terms of 30.6 million small businesses, for an example, small portion, almost obsolete in a lot of cities, in black communities are an absent of retail commodity business owners, Stephanie. The president saw this back in 2015, not so much as obviously bringing jobs to the minority community, but hey, build your infrastructure, build your retail commodities. I've often said that this president under the Platinum Plan will, quote, resurrect and create black generational wealth unlike you've never seen before.
It's another thing, like I've said this many times, not signal and noise. The noise is Trump's a racist, Trump's a racist, Trump's a racist, misogynist, this, that, xenophobe. That's the noise. The signal is African American and minority unemployment the lowest in history. African American and minority new home starts, so new home ownership, highest in history. African American and minority new business starts, the highest in history. So if you get through all the noise, just basic humanity will prevail and say, well, I hear what they're saying. And I know they think if I don't vote for Biden, I ain't black. But I am black. And I'm smart enough to see that my family was doing better under Donald Trump, even though I don't agree with everything he's saying. And I want my family to do better. I don't want to defund the police. That's not what I want, okay? And I was pretty interesting. And now, Joe Biden has gone on the record when he was pandering to, the Muslim and Islamic relations folks on a Zoom call. He was pandering to them saying, hey, I love your religion, that Islam, and it's a real religion that I wish we would teach more of it in our schools. So Joe Biden is saying, when pandering to that community, we need to teach more Islam in our schools. But yet our kids can't say the Pledge of Allegiance anymore because, someone snowflake may need, a safe zone if they have to pledge their allegiance to the flag, one God, okay? It's like too much, but we need more Islam in our schools. And Joe Biden keeps going around saying how he's card-carrying Catholic and all this other stuff. Take a listen to Father Michael O'Connor and what he thinks about Joe Biden's pro-choice stances and Joe Biden's standing in the church.
Because Joe Biden masquerades as a Catholic, I'm going to use his name. Joe Biden embraces teachings that are absolutely and fundamentally opposed to the priorities of our church to protect life, to protect the sanctity and the holiness of marriage. He is, in some respects, an embarrassment to Catholicism. He is pro-abortion for any reason or for no reason at all. There is an amendment that is written to protect your federal tax dollars, the money that you give to Caesar, that protects that money from paying directly for abortion. It's called the Hyde Amendment. Joe Biden actively wants to repeal that amendment. There was a bill that was proposed that babies that survive the abortion process, there is a living human being in the operating room alive. There was an amendment that said that if a child survives abortion, that it must be given medical care. Joe Biden doesn't support that. He opposes the teachings of the Catholic Church. This isn't political. This is moral. This is religion. This is our faith.
It's that's the church that Joe Biden says he's a proud card-carrying member. And who was that? Father Michael O'Connor. He said it pretty clearly that Joe Biden wants to remove an amendment that would allow doctors to take a living child that's full term, 9 months, been delivered and laying on the table alive, and suffocate it or starve it and let it die. That's what Joe Biden wants. They want to allow born alive people to perish right in front of their eyes. And at the same time, they want to eliminate planes, trains, and automobiles. They want to take away your guns, get rid of the cops, raise your taxes, put all kinds of other restrictions on us, lock down the country for another year for COVID. So tell a friend. I'm dead serious. On Tuesday, and from now till Tuesday, I'm going to be pounding it. If you're doing anything for America, you're calling one friend, two friends. Hey, let's go. Let's get a coffee. Let's go online. We're voting. Get 2, 3, 5. Get everybody in your house. You got to go vote because we can't even let this thing be close. Okay? We're going to take a quick break. That's some news of the day for you. We have had a great show. So,
John Cribb.
Oh, John Cribb is coming up next. Okay, we'll take a quick break, and John Cribb, author of Old Abe, joins us right after this, and we'll talk also about his recent op-ed in The Hill. Quick break, more Liquid Lunch right after this.